there's a million different reporters and a million different blogs. Everybody's got an opinion. I remember when I grew up, there was the media. And at the time I was a kid, I wasn't in the media. There was no talk radio. The fans only got a voice with a letter to the editor of a newspaper. That was it when I was like 15, 18. There was no talk radio. Fans didn't get an opinion. Now fans get an opinion everywhere. I could literally talk to our president on Twitter. You could talk to anybody you wanted. Tom Brady, Phil Mickelson, it's great. But there's also now, because everybody has an opinion, and there's so many media outlets. I didn't grow up. There was no Twitter, obviously. There was no social media. There was no such thing as blogs. When I was a kid, there was barely cable television. Media is everywhere. So it's important that, for me anyway, I'll just speak for me, there are just certain media I listen to, and it's a pretty small group of people I trust. Tom Curran in New England, we've brought him on this show. He's as good a local NFL reporter as the league has. When I used to live in Connecticut, when Tom talked, he broke stories. He was legitimate. He's not surfing for clicks. He knows his stuff. He's never hyperbolic. He just gives you the straight skinny. And a good reporter should be occasionally ticking off local people. That's the sign of a good reporter. If everybody loves you, you're a hack. If you're not ticking off local fans a little bit, you're not doing your job. And that's Tom Curran. So Curran comes out at OTAs. He said, I just finished watching Patriots' first OTA. One thing that stands out about Mac Jones' new quarterback is his size and lack thereof. Not just compared to Cam Newton. He's shorter than Jarrett Stidham. He really will need to fill out his frame as well. His arm isn't really live. You know, these are just observations relative to how far he may need to go. Fortunately, except for the height, the other things can improve. What did I bang on before the draft? Trust your eyes. You only have one chance to make a first impression in life. He looks tiny next to Cam. He's smaller than Stidham. Remember I kept saying, when Trey Lance walks into the 49ers, you're going to go, ooh, bro, that's a pro athlete. 6'4", 220. Justin Fields. I kept saying, Justin Fields walks into a camp. Even if he's not great at the line of scrimmage for a couple of years, you're going to go, ooh, 6'4", big arm. That's a player. That's a baller. Mac Jones is the shortest of all the first-round quarterbacks. He's the least athletic. His arm is not close to a Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, not close. Worst NFL body. That stuff made Instagram, right? That made social. Now, a Patriot player yesterday, Kendrick Bourne, said, oh, quote, he has a lot of swag and confidence. He is a leader. Yeah, so was Tim Tebow. And I heard that about Johnny Manziel had swag. And you could say that about Drew Lock. In the NFL, you need a gift. And the reason you need a gift is because the plays rarely go as they're designed. In fact, Nick Saban and Bill Belichick in their careers have struggled, not against all quarterbacks, but quarterbacks with a gift. Belichick struggled with Cam 3 times. Saban struggled with Johnny Manziel. Johnny, for all his faults, had a gift. He could move. Why do you need a gift? Because when the play breaks down, how do you escape? Lamar Jackson's got his legs. Russell Wilson's got his elusiveness. Cam and Big Ben had their size. Play breaks down, one guy can't take him down. Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers, the ability to escape and make any throw, sometimes not looking. The great quarterbacks have a gift that when the play, the line of scrimmage, a teammate runs the wrong direction, you can do something. You've got an ability to do something to save the play, and not only save it, often enhance it. Mac Jones, protection breaks down. Teammate runs the wrong route. Play screwed. That happens all the time. Protection breaks down 10 times a game of your 60 plays. Player runs a wrong route or he gets bumped out of his route. That happens another 8-9 times. The running back can't block the oncoming linebacker, misses his assignment. Players trip, fall, held up. And so, people can say, well, what about what's Brady's gift? Well, Brady played in a much more patient NFL when he broke in 20 years ago. You would give guys 2 and 3 years to develop. Tom was not. Tom didn't have a gift initially. Now, Tom did get drafted as a 6'4 and a half, 225-pound athlete. Tom Brady walks into a room, that's a big fella. Tom Brady, in every room he walks to in America, that's not like if he walks to a corporate event, if Tom Brady goes for a speaking engagement, if he is talking to advertiser, Tom's the biggest guy in every room. 6'4 and a half, 225. Peyton Manning, 6'5", 230. I've been at a party with Peyton Manning. He didn't know who I was at the time. Peyton Manning's huge. Peyton Manning doesn't look like the rest of us. I'm tall. I'm 6'2", 200 almost. Peyton Manning's way bigger than me. Head's bigger, his hands are bigger, his chest is bigger, his shoulders are bigger. Got to have a gift. Manning, it was the brain. I mean, Peyton's probably the smartest player that's ever played the game. Probably the smartest single guy that's ever played the game. He changed the game. Brady was given time in a more patient era to develop into the best pre-snap guy the game currently has. Also, he's actually, he was drafted by a baseball team. He's bizarrely elusive in the pocket. He's been doing it so long. So this is what I say about Mac Jones. This is why I said you cannot draft him number 3. Now, the Patriots, to their credit, didn't give up any picks, didn't move up, just sat there at 15. So the Patriots deserve credit. They were not going to give away picks to get him. But this is why he can't go 3. Walk in the locker room, guys look around and go like, dude, that body, shirt off, that size, that arm. If Tom Curran says it, I believe it. And Tom Curran's probably getting heat today from Patriot fans. That's why he's good. If your local guy's not making you occasionally uncomfortable, he stinks. She stinks, whoever it is. So yesterday, according to the Sports Business Journal, the ratings came out on Aaron Rodgers in Jeopardy. He is not the most popular. Ken Jennings, who was once a contestant, very popular, very good, a whiz. Ken Jennings' ratings beat him substantially. So when Ken Jennings was on, they got 10 million viewers. When Aaron was on, they got 9. Now, 1 million viewers is a lot. That's something in our business. And 22% of Jeopardy fans, they want Ken Jennings. And that's a lot. And then Aaron Rodgers, that was closer to 15%. On the same day, that came down. The Packers leaked it to the media that they're not budging on Aaron Rodgers' trade situation. Just wanted to double down on that. Everybody keeps telling me, I heard an analyst at another network in a colder part of the country tell me, Aaron's got all the leverage. Let's think about this. He's going to lose $50 million if he retires. He's lost the fan base in Green Bay. You hear that sports radio chatter. And now he lost leverage with Jeopardy. We also know that he sees and hears everything. We know that because Mark Schlereth put out just a singular tweet about Denver having interest in Aaron, and Aaron immediately DM'd Mark. That is not a criticism of Aaron, but he's not married with a bunch of kids. He's on that social device. He's good with social media. He hears and sees everything. And so, and I want you to just think about this for a second. Because I've said I think Green Bay did a lousy job communicating with him. But I remember reading this years ago it was a legendary comedian that 99% of you have never heard of, Jackie Gleason. In the 50s and 60s, he was the funniest guy in America, and he was like Tony Soprano if Tony Soprano was funny. He was this just big, tough, everything. And I remember reading one time, he said, if you got power, you should never have to use it. It is unspoken. It is understood. Don't mess with that guy. So when Russell Wilson used his I'm disappointed muscle, I'm deeply disappointed muscle, it was really the first time Russell had ever used that muscle. And Seattle reacted immediately. Aaron has, he was Mr. Go Hawks for 8 years. Go Hawks, go Hawks, go Hawks. Enough already. And then he exercised the I'm disappointed muscle. And the organization, Mr. Go Hawks. And they worked really quick to give him a deal and get him a better O-line. But Aaron now has exercised his I'm disappointed muscle a dozen times. So Green Bay's used to it, prepared for it. They dealt with it with Favre. They're over it. and now they have more leverage. Aaron doesn't have the leverage. That's why the way he wins this is by having the stomach to deal with it. Leverage is when you don't need a stomach. I got leverage. When you need a stomach to deal with something, that means you're getting blowback in places. So Aaron's going to lose money. He's already lost the fans, a big chunk of them. He looks like he's going to lose the Jeopardy job. And by the way, not only does Green Bay have his contract, they could franchise tag him for years. So for Aaron to come out on the side he wants to, it's all about, does he have the stomach for it? I don't think he does. I think he likes to be liked more than most athletes. I mean, everybody likes to be liked. You like to be liked. I like to be liked. Everybody likes to be liked. I mean, LeBron James said after that first year in Miami, I don't like being the villain. I don't want to be the villain. I smile when I play basketball. Magic Johnson didn't want to be a villain. I think sometimes Kobe and Michael Jordan kind of liked it a little bit, but you also like to be liked. I mean, Michael wanted his general manager to like him, right? He loved Phil Jackson because Phil Jackson liked him. He even liked Doug Collins, who got fired because Doug liked him. Michael wanted to be liked. We all want to be liked. That's why he did The Last Dance. Wanted to give you the documentary about his life so you'd watch and talk more. I don't know. I just look at this. And he's not retiring. We got to get over this. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.